What you're about to hear are real documented accounts of paranormal phenomena at schools from around the globe. You may want to keep the lights on for this one. Here are 10 creepy haunted schools that actually exist. Number 10 is Pocatello Poky High School. Pocatello or Poky High School in Pocatello, Idaho, is considered to be one of the most haunted schools in all of America. After the school was emptied for Christmas break on December 19, 2014, footage from the school's surveillance cameras confirmed suspicions that something otherworldly was in the building. Creepy footage was found of Poky's empty hallways, showing the lights turning on and off at random before a ghostly figure emerges from a doorway and walks into the hall. Then the hall's lights go dark again. Students and staff alike have claimed to see mysterious shadows and heard ghostly voices in the auditorium, change rooms, and hallways. Paranormal investigators called in by the school discovered that the school burned to the ground in 1914 before it was reopened in 1918. A total of 6 people have died in that school, including a boy who drowned in the pool, and there have been claims that a group of girls may have carried out a suicide pact there. Kind of makes you want to do more research on the schools that you attend, doesn't it? Number 9 is Fordham University. Fordham University in the Bronx, New York was founded in 1841 and built its Rose Hill campus on the land of a former hospital. The school is thought to have dozens of permanent ghostly guests. Within the Martyrs Court dorms, a blonde girl and child's laughter have been witnessed. Sleeping students in Finley Hall have been nearly choked to death by a cold, invisible hand. There's also reports of a wandering boy in Hughes Hall, a cigar-smoking ghost in the administration building, and the spirit of a worker killed during renovations. But the worst is Keating Hall, which was built over the former medical building's morgue tunnels. There have been countless reports of cold spots, shadowy figures, and feelings of being watched and even touched. There are also countless reports of doors being slammed and chairs being thrown against the wall and downstairs, which might make a lot more sense as to why scenes from the movie The Exorcist were filmed at Fordham. Number 8 is Nagasaki University. Nagasaki University in Nagasaki, Japan is the country's national university. It was officially established in 1949, but the university's medical school was founded in 1857. The haunting of this establishment is believed to have happened because of one of the Second World War's most catastrophic events. On August 9th, 1945, an atomic bomb was dropped on the city by the United States Army. Upwards of 80,000 people were killed in that attack. This school was located only 600 meters from the bomb's epicenter and was nearly entirely destroyed. Over 800 students, medical workers, and professionals were on campus at the time and lost their lives. Given the horrific way that they died, it's not so surprising that many of the souls are still wandering the campus, which was restored in 1950. Over 70 years later, countless students, staff, and visitors have reported hearing bone-chilling screams and cries, as well as smelling burning flesh, which is always worse on the anniversary of the attack. Number 7 is Heidelberg University, Germany. Heidelberg University in Germany was founded in 1386 and is the country's oldest university. But this respected place of higher learning had a dark period during the Second World War. Like all other universities in Germany at the time, they supported the Nazi regime. On May 17, 1933, staff and students burned books at the university square. Now, on the anniversary, you can still smell burning leather. But even worse was the school's involvement in Nazi eugenics, the plan to wipe out an entire population of people to make way for the Aryan race. In the school's labs, women underwent forced sterilization, and their ghostly cries are still heard within the clinics. 2 of the school's Jewish professors were killed during the Holocaust, but their ghosts are said to still visit their old classrooms. They're even known to erase chalkboards or leave messages overnight, even when all of the halls and doors have been locked. Number 6 is the University of Cambridge. The University of Cambridge was founded in 1209 and is the second oldest university in England. It's also home to the Ghost Club, Britain's oldest paranormal investigation group, which was founded there in 1855. At Corpus Christi College, the ghost of Vice Chancellor Henry Butts began stalking the hallways after he hanged himself in the office in 1632. Students have even held exorcisms to get rid of him, but with no luck. But by far, the university's most famous otherworldly resident is the ghost of Oliver Cromwell. The former Lord Protector of the Commonwealth died back in 1658, but was so hated that in 1661, his body was hung from chains and even beheaded. His head, which was put on a pole outside Westminster Abbey for 20 years, was later buried under the antechapel at Sydney Sussex College. It's said that his ghostly head has been floating around campus and appearing in windows, probably looking for the rest of his body. Number 5 is the University of Toronto. The University of Toronto in Canada is one of the most haunted places in the country. In 1870, Robert Christie, the wealthy owner of the Christie Mansion on campus, was having an illicit affair. He kept his mistress locked in a secret chamber hidden behind his library, the infamous Room 29. The girl became so depressed that she committed suicide by hanging herself with bed sheets. The room was later converted into a study, and now, if a woman enters the room alone at night, the door will slam shut and can only be opened from the other side. The ghost of the mansion, Ivan Resnikoff, began haunting the grounds in the 1850s after he was killed by his rival Paul Diablos. They were fighting over a woman when Resnikoff tried to kill Diablos with an axe, but Diablos stabbed him to death and hid his body in a ventilation shaft. Resnikoff is still seen in the quad late at night. Number 4 is the Chinese University of Hong Kong. Xiangxi College at the Chinese University of Hong Kong in Shatin, Hong Kong, is home to the ghost of a mysterious faceless woman. Male students are warned against walking home alone late at night along the single Braid road if they want to avoid upsetting the wandering spirit. The road itself runs next to the campus and near railroad tracks and the university train station. The ghostly woman is said to have a single long braid and will draw up next to unsuspecting men. But it's said that when they turn to speak to the mysterious girl, they're met with a terrifying presence of the bloodied, faceless woman. It's believed that the ghost belongs to a woman who had escaped to Hong Kong from mainland China with her boyfriend. The couple had hidden on a train, and her boyfriend successfully jumped from it. However, when the girl tried to jump from the moving car, her braid got caught and ripped her face from her head. To this day, she's seen wandering the campus and haunting male students. Number 3 is Ateneo de Manila University. Ateneo de Manila University in Quezon City, Philippines, was founded in 1859. During World War II, the country was occupied by the Japanese army, and the university was used as a military camp. The ghosts of Japanese servicemen are still seen outside the dormitories, smoking cigarettes and patrolling the halls. But the most haunted site on campus is the Department of Communications building. One evening, after the janitor had cleaned the empty building and was about to lock up, the security guard asked to use the washroom. When the guard returned, the janitor checked the washroom and found the walls and floor streaked with the handprints made from human blood. He confronted him, but the guard had no idea what he was talking about. But when he returned to leave, the janitor saw a handprint on the back of the guard's uniform. There's even rumors that there's a portal to another realm hidden within the building. Number 2 is Gujarat Technological University. Gujarat Technological University in Ahmedabad, India, was only established in 2007, but they still have their share of ghosts. In the summer of 2013, administrative staff, as well as members of the security team, began hearing what sounded like the cries of a woman. But when they went to investigate the cause of the noise, they found no one. But over time, the ghost became more upset and active. The staff claimed that doors would open and slam close on their own, and that they could hear furniture being moved and thrown. However, nothing was ever out of place. The hauntings got so bad that employees started to take leaves of absence due to nerves and extreme fear. One security guard reported that he felt the ghost's presence while in an elevator and reportedly was never the same again. No one knows what brought the ghost to the university, but the higher-ups, who tried to keep the stories quiet, still met with a priest and tried to get rid of it for good, but failed. And number 1 is St. Andrews University. St. Andrews University in Scotland is home to 2 of the country's most infamous spirits, the ghostly monk and the White Lady. They appear in the ruins of the university's medieval cathedral and graveyard. The ghostly monk, dressed in full monk robes, has been seen by the visitors climbing up St. Rule's Tower. This robed ghost is actually helpful, asking visitors if they need help and ensures that they find safe passage. Then there's the White Lady, who's described as having long hair and wears a long white dress. She's known to float across the grounds before disappearing near the haunted tower. It's believed that she's the ghost of a young woman whose body was found by stonemasons in 1868. The men were working to restore part of the church when they found a concealed room in the haunted tower filled with coffins. The only open coffin contained the perfectly intact body of a beautiful young woman dressed in a white silk dress. But that's all for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. On the right, you'll find 2 of my most recent videos that you can press or click on your screen right now if you'd like to watch some more. And other than that, I will see you in the next video. And as always, sweet dreams.